Hi everyone, Ashlyn Kizu YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about New Year's and goals and New Year's resolutions or whatever you want to call them. For New Year's, me and my husband went to my sister's house and we had a few drinks, of course. I don't really drink that often, neither does my husband. Actually, we never do at all except for special occasions like New Year's or Christmas or if my brother's coming into town or different things like that. But other than that, no, we don't. And we talked the other night and decided that we probably aren't even going to do that anymore, just for the simple fact that the next day we got in a fight. And usually, when alcohol is involved, honestly, in my life, anyways, there never really has been anything good after it. And there's also a good friend of mine who relapsed and is in the hospital right now. So, yes, it alcohol's not good. Anyways, though, so I wanted to talk about the goals and stuff that we have, and for us, like we don't really set them. We don't really do that New Year's thing because usually my husband was saying this too in agreement with me. We never really uh like follow through with our goals, but we do have some. So even though we don't normally follow through with our goals, we still have some, and our goals are we want to get a house or a mobile home, and we're going to do it the right way this time because before we looked for a home, but we did not get an inspection done on it. We did get home insurance on it right away, however, because our last home before that home got struck down by a derecho that happened here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So we learned to get home insurance right away, and luckily we did, because if we didn't, then we would have actually never got money for a central air unit that got stolen from our second mobile home that we purchased that was new. Who would do that? I don't know, but that's really, really just low and scummy. But luckily, since we had home insurance, they were going to replace it or give us our money back. So, anyways, that's a whole different story. So we're planning to get a home slowly but surely. Do it the right way. Get it inspected. Get home insurance, and then purchase it, and then move our stuff in and be happy and have our forever home. Second, we're planning to still to have a baby, which if you guys have been following me and watching my other movie or other videos, not movies, other videos, I talk about infertility and our journey of having a baby and wanting a baby and whatnot, and the different doctor's appointments we've had, and different things the doctors have said to us, and what medications I'm taking and stuff like that. So, a house, a baby, and then after all that, getting a boat and being able to just get out on the lake or river and just fish and just enjoy the sun. Like, not like the hot summer humid Iowa sun, but like the fall sun and like the spring sun where it's like 70 degrees out with a nice breeze, or maybe like 75 degrees even, because when you're in the water, like by the water, it's cooler out. So even if it was like 75 degrees, something like that. But 80 degrees and like higher is too hot for me. I mean, my husband can do it. He works out in the garage all day, but for some reason for me, I can't stand the heat. Part of it's probably my thyroid. I don't have a thyroid, and for those of you who don't have one, you probably know what I'm talking about. Because basically our thyroid's like a thermostat in a car, and when you don't have a thyroid, your body can not control the body temperature. You can get either too hot or too cold. But so we want to get a boat, a bass boat, preferably for my husband. Me, I can either I'll accept a bass boat, but I could be happy with a John boat. I really don't need anything like luxury, like really really nice and like huge or anything like that. I just want a boat. And then our like long life goals are to, after my husband retires, or even if he doesn't, and the kids are gone and they're moved out and we have more money of our own, we want to get RV and start traveling around the world, and at least around our own country, the different 50 states, and just like camp out, and just be in different states, and travel as much as we can. Travel, 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 and that's what we want to do. So that's a long-term goal though, like something when we're way older. But for right now, yes, house, boat, baby, or house, baby, boat, however order that goes. And then my own personal goal is to just paint more, um, try to keep my anger down, um, and paint. I already said paint. Um, and try to still find some way, somehow, to find my own little gallery, even if it's like a little shed. Find a place that I can have a gallery, a miniature gallery where I can paint and where I can like actually bring people to look at my art and sell it, because that's always been my dream. Even if like I said, even if it's just from a shed, that's a kind of a bigger shed. Hey, that's all you need. You don't need like a big gallery or anything like that. It would be nice, but when you don't have the money, like me and my husband, then sometimes you kind of have to compromise with things like that. So, um, like I said, we don't really like try so hard to accomplish our goals, but it always is good to have some. And I would advise you guys to have goals and try to, um, do your best you can to achieve them, even if you don't quite achieve them. Just trying your best or trying to do something is what matters. And another personal goal I was gonna say is losing weight. I wanna lose weight, and that's a lot of women's New Year's goal is to lose weight and be fit. But I'm not like 100% keen on that, because if I get pregnant, then I can still work out, but I mean, you can't really be skinny, skinny, skinny when you're pregnant. I mean, you can, but I can't, because my body's different. I'm already chubby now, so when I get pregnant, I'm gonna be bigger. But my plan is to this year sometime start working out and get some of this weight off, even if it was like 5 pounds, that would be good, or 10 pounds, because it's been really hard for me to even just like, I'm not saying I'm like huge or anything, and like I'm so fat that it's debilitating or anything like that, but I can't barely walk around sometimes with the extra weight I have. But I don't think it's because of the fat per se, but it's because I have asthma. But if a person has extra weight and they also have asthma, it makes it harder for them to carry around that weight, because it's weight you shouldn't have, and it's weight that's above, what your height and your weight are supposed to be proportioned. And I'm only 4'11", and I weigh like 163 pounds, 164, or something like that. So when I'm walking around, I'm this cute, short, chubby little girl, and I can't barely, when I get going and doing really strenuous stuff like jogging, or like taking a walk with my family, or like I'm picking up stuff around the house, like literally bending down and picking stuff up, like my kids' toys. Like if you look around, my son likes to just take all his toys out and just put it on the floor. So when I'm bending down and picking things up and vacuuming and just like stuff like that, when you have asthma, it gets things going. But when you have extra weight on with that, it's, yeah, like I'm saying, not good. So those are my goals, and those are me and my husband's goals. And I didn't even ask you if you have any personal goals, do you? My husband's sitting next
just
to
pretty
me.
much the same. Get a house, have another baby, and get her boat. We got one boat. It's over there.
Yeah, we call our son Boat, like his nickname's Boat, because the story about that is literally one time we were literally talking about what we wanted to do. If we wanted to buy a boat or spend our taxes and go get my tubes on block so we could have a baby. so we could start a family. And we both decided that we wanted him and like, you know, a baby instead. And we made obviously we made a really good choice because we did have low percentage. When I got my tubes undone, it was only a 36% chance because I didn't have like my tubes tied. I had Essure coils inside them, and if you Google that, um, you'll see what those are. They're metal coils, and they were coils like this, like spiral metal coils in my fallopian tubes. But we decided to take them out and have a baby, and we got lucky because we fell in that 36% chance, and we ended up falling pregnant and with our baby, our promised child, and we nicknamed him Boat because we wanted to get a boat, but we picked him instead. So we nicknamed him Boat because he is our boat that we were supposed to get. But anyway, so you don't have any like personal goals though, honey, like of your own, like besides the house and sorry, he's playing a video game. Besides the house and um uh the baby and like any personal
Um,
goals. I told him mine was
yeah,
like
not
trying to lose weight kinda and kinda keeping the anger a little down.
not being so stubborn.
Yeah, see, we both have some like
Mhm.
anger issues that we need to work on and stuff like that. So, it's hard, you know, when you've been together for a long time. We've only been together for 6 years. 2023 will be the start of our seventh year, and it you know that 7 year itch thing is real. I actually made a video about that like a long time ago. You guys can look at that. It is real, and it does start to get hard when you're with each other for so long because you go through that honeymoon phase, then you go like where everything's perfect. You can't ever see the bad side of the person. Then you get through the stage where you start seeing that, oh, this person does have flaws. They do make mistakes. They do this. They do that. And with me, it was kind of harder. It was kind of harder because Jason was my high school and middle school crush, and he still is my crush. Like that's why I married him. That's why I'm with him. That's why I asked him to marry me. But when you're with somebody, no matter who the person is, even if it's your dream man and your crush, you start to realize, oh, they're human. They're not the nobody's perfect. And that kind of hit me hard because I was like it, you know, not that Jason didn't meet my expectations, but I just got out of that dream world and realized, oh, okay, he has a forgetting problem. He
Mhm.
forgets. He forgets, and that can be annoying. And then I can get really particular, and that can get annoying for him. So, but I already had flaws that he knew about prior. So it and baggage, lots of it, which you guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know about, and if you haven't, go look throughout my videos. You'll know what the shit I've been through. um, he knew that. So although later he probably did find out more stuff like wow, she can kind of get a little too OCD in particular too much sometimes. That's kind of gets on my nerves now that I've been with you for a long time. I mean, it's both stuff that is kind of petty to the point where it's something that would be really sad and petty if we divorced or left each other over something like that. It's something that's fixable is what I mean by petty. I'm not saying that like him being mad at me for having OCD is petty or me being mad at him for forgetting is petty because we have valid feelings of course, and real opinions and stuff like that. But it's minuscule, though, as I'm saying. It's small. There's bigger things that we could be fighting about or divorcing about and stuff like that. So, um, we both have been working on those goals and working on those things, and I'm going to continue to do that. And then he just said to you guys what he's going to continue to do and what he wants to do. So that's our New Year's thing. And our New Year's, to be honest, like everyone might say, oh, you know, we had a New Year's party with this person, that party, or this person, that person, and that person was there, and we had so much fun and this and that. Our New Year's Eve was fun. Like, we were with my family and we were with some friends too. And we did, like I said, we had a few drinks, but at our New Year's Day, which was yesterday, which was the New Year's actual day, the first day of the new year, was so shitty. Like, everyone would think, yeah, like the first day of the year, you would want it to be like good. You would want to start it off good. Like, no fighting, go out to eat somewhere, maybe get out of the house, um, maybe get a babysitter. I don't know, like, have your first day be good of this new year. I had to say it was not a good first day of 2023. Like, my, like I said, my good friends in the hospital. I have other friends that are going through some hard times, and um, me and my husband kind of fought yesterday and kind of had a hard, rough patch day, and like one of those blowout fights that married couples have. So it wasn't really good. There was some deep stuff that needed to be talked about. And so it wasn't really a good way to start off the new year, fighting with my husband and then knowing that my other friends are having problems too and stuff like that. It's like, yay, 2023, not really. So hopefully the rest of the year will go by good. I'm going to make it good. My dad always said life is what you make it, so I'm going to make it be good the best I can. What other things I can't do is just stuff that I can't control. So how everybody else reacts, that's their problem, but I know how I'm going to react this year, and I'm not reacting to bullshit anymore. So that's another goal of mine, is just trying to control the way I react to things, and trying to keep that serenity prayer in my head about how I can't, God grant me the serenity for things that I cannot control. And what's the rest of it? Grant me the serenity for things that I can't control, and give me courage. Oh, you know what?
I can't remember.
I can't remember it either, but it's a good prayer. It's so weird because if I saw it, I would know, right? I would be like, oh yeah, that's what it said, but I can't memorize it off the top of my head. But it's a good prayer, and I'm going to keep my eyes focused on that prayer because there's a lot of things in life that we can't control. So, and there's a lot of things we wish we could control, but we just can't. We're not God, and we can't exactly see the whole future. So it is what it is. Just do the best we can. But I do want to apologize that I have been coming on here with rough hair and no makeup and dressed really sloppy and stuff like that because like I said, last night me and my husband had a blowout fight, so I didn't really feel like putting on makeup or doing anything because we were up really late fighting like morons. And then the last videos I made, I've been so freaking busy with online work and my children, my house chores, getting out of the house and having a little bit of fun, and letting my hair down and spending time with my family, that I just haven't had the time to, do my hair and makeup and do YouTube videos. But that's another thing I was going to add to the New Year's thing. I'm going to try my best to start doing my makeup and stuff like that so you guys don't have to watch me like this, and start making more positive, uppity videos. Not fake, but like just more positive videos, because I know that a lot of mine lately have been kind of Debbie Downer-ish with the infertility, with, talking about me and my husband fighting in this video, and then just not really happy videos. Like I was doing a couple months ago with piercing, like fun things, like piercing things with my hair, stuff like that. But I'll get back to doing things like that. But Don't unsubscribe if you can. I don't normally say this a lot. I only say this every few videos. If you can just stay subscribed to me, that would be awesome. If you're new and you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. If you don't, that's fine too. But like I said, I don't normally say that. I only do it every so many videos because I don't like to really press things upon people. But it would be helping me, and it would also be helping other people because a lot of my videos are real life topics and really could help people. There's ones about miscarriages, there's ones about abortions, there's ones about abusive relationships, and lots of things like that. And they're real stories that happened to me. And you might be able to relate to that or help somebody. There's also videos about like trouble swallowing because I actually had to have my esophagus dilated because it like closed up kind of, and it's called a stricture in your esophagus, and you have to go in and have a scope put down your mouth and your throat and have it opened up so you can actually eat food again, because when it closes like that you can only swallow like solids and liquids. So that wasn't fun. I had to deal with that for 7 months. But to hear the whole story, go to that video and watch the video called Trouble Swallowing. So, like I said, a lot of my videos can help someone or help you even if you stay tuned or you go back to my old videos and watch them. But anyways, I'm going to get off, you guys, and I'll be on with another life topic.